Good morning. Good morning, Milo. Hello, say hello. Okay. Anyways, hello guys. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Mallory of Mal's Fit Kitchen. I am a future dietitian, and I just give the real deal information about nutrition, about wellness, about all the things, about the fact that I have a rash that was self-inflicted because, as you guys saw in my moisturizer, I've been using Catawba. I always say it wrong. I think it's Catawba for my acne, and I've actually been seeing really good results. My skin isn't as great right now because I actually worked out and like got really sweaty and I didn't wash my face, and that always triggers breakouts for me. But because of that, I decided to put more tea tree oil on my face, and I put on way too much. And here we are, you know what I mean? But anyways, alas, today I just thought it could be fun for us to go through kind of a day in the life with an update of what I eat in a day, and also for all of you future RDs out there, a mix in of how I'm studying for the RD exam. So it's not going to be inundated with any one of those things, kind of just a natural day in a life. I just missed hanging out with you guys, and you guys haven't even met Milo yet. He was in my last thumbnail, and yet I didn't mention him because he was sitting right next to me, and then right when I took the picture, he was there, and then he got up and left. But we got our little friend Milo. He is what they call a Borador. We just found this out. So it's a Border Collie and a Lab mix. We just got him at a rescue. You gonna say hi? Hi! Hi, little one. So we got him about a week ago now, and it's been so fun. Obviously extra work with the puppy, but also he's such a cutie butt, and he and the cat are learning to get along. You know, they're still working on it. They actually do like each other, but as you can imagine, Milo just wants to play, and Otis is like, nah fam, I'm busy. You guys saw all that I was up to this morning, and so now my next step is I'm gonna dive into breakfast. I have not been on an oats kick in forever, but recently I am on an oats kick. And so I wanted to give you guys also just a little bit updated how I've been intuitive eating, how my hunger cues have been changing even with the summer, because honestly that is a thing. And so we'll talk about that as I go through my what I eat in a days today. But I think it's gonna be fun. I've missed you guys. I can't wait to hang out. Let me know how you're doing down below. What is it looking like in your area? Are things changing? Are things staying the same? I want to hear from you guys, and let's get into breakfast. I have my breakfast. So we've got oats. We've got chia seeds, we've got a blender bomb. They're literally my favorite, like little nutrient dense, delicious filling bombs. I'll link them down below. I have a little code if you want to try. Sun butter, cacao nibs, and also some wild local honey because I've been having the worst allergies. These have been helping so much. Oh, and some almond milk. But before I eat, I need to go on a quick rant because okay, it's not a rant, but you guys are gonna like this. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I feel like you guys will understand me. I've been so sick of seeing all this conversation around breakfast lately. Because right now, we have people that are intermittent fasting and not eating a meal. We have the people that are food combining and eat fruit first and then eat a second breakfast. We have the people that are doing keto so they don't have anything other than fats and protein. We have fruitarians that are eating only fruit. We have etc, 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 right? There's just so much noise going on around what your breakfast should be, when it should be, the size of your breakfast, etc. And in actuality, it does not matter. I don't know why we are hyper focusing on this meal. I know people do this with every meal, but I feel like lately breakfast has been under fire. Personally, I've gone through so many phases with my breakfast. I almost never eat oats because in my past days, I used to eat oats in like the weirdest way with all these combos and no. But I've been craving it lately, so I've been having it. I used to love my yogurt bowls, so I had those. Some days I want eggs and toast, but lately it's been rare. Like, you don't even have to have a perfectly composed meal at every single meal either. Like, this doesn't have that much protein in it, but that's okay, you know? You can do it at another meal. I'm doing what works for me, and that's the key. And I know sometimes it's hard to find what works for you because there is so much noise out there. But I just want to remind you, if you wake up and you say, oh, okay, oats sound good today, but then you overthink, oh, well, it's 7 a.m. and I shouldn't be eating until later because of intermittent fasting, or oh wait, I can't have fruit on my oatmeal because it's not good for my digestive system. No, girl or guy, do what feels good for you. I'm gonna enjoy this. It's delicious. It's gonna fill me up, and I already know that. And we're gonna move on with the day. So I wanted to do a quick layout of my day. I'm not gonna go through it in depth, but I just wanna explain kind of how I've been organizing these days. So I call Tuesdays and Thursdays study days. So the nice thing is typically for F45, which I'm the head trainer manager of a new studio coming to Austin if you are new here. I am doing leads all day, so basically people will come in, maybe interested in the studio, come in as in an email, and I will text them, follow up with them, go on calls, you know, just tell them information about the studio. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't have to do that because it was way too hard to be like looking at an email every 5 minutes and trying to focus on studying. So I've totally designated Tuesdays and Thursdays for that. I do my regular morning routine, and now as I'm waiting for my coffee, because your girl needs it, I am doing my editing, so for a post today. So ideally I would have my post ready from yesterday for today, like I would plan ahead, but it doesn't usually happen because honestly I love being creative in the morning. It makes me so happy to get to create, to connect with you guys, and I feel my most creative when I'm writing in the morning. If you've ever checked out my captions on my Instagram, I always try to kind of add a little bit of something to them. I think that Instagram has expanded so much from just being pictures to being a story within a picture. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So I'm gonna do this, edit this, and then I'll probably go sit out on the patio and just put this post up. I'll put the post for the studio I work for up because I do their Instagram as well. I've recorded some stories this morning. I'll record some stories for them. And then right after that, I will probably jump into working. So I'll explain more about that in a little bit because I don't want to ramble on, but that's kind of how I've been laying out my day. And I did have some requests on my Instagram to do an actual full like week of how I organize my week day by day, to include studying and working at the studio and doing the Instagram and YouTube, etc. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in as well, because I can kind of elaborate more. But I think my coffee's ready to press. So let's do it. If you're wondering why I changed, it's because I spilled coffee on my shirt. Also, let's be real, because I try to always make sure I include everything that I actually have in my like kind of what I eat in a day themed videos. I had a cup of coffee and then a second cup of coffee. You know how it is. So I just finished up answering DMs and planning my post. I usually do that in the morning. Takes me quite a while, and then now I'm gonna actually dive into some emails. So basically how I've been doing it is, since I have other work to do, which this may be right or wrong, I've been doing all of that work in the morning, and then once it hits lunchtime, I'll take Milo out at 12, come back in, and that's study time. So from then on, I leave my phone literally in this room, so I'll put it right up there, and I go into the office and I study, and that's it. So if someone really needs me, my texts come through my computer, but I feel like usually what distracts me more is actually Instagram and picking up my phone, looking at social media when I don't need to be. I just started making lunch and then realized I almost forgot to film it. It's funny because I swear every freaking time I film, I crave the same things. Like, I'll have different lunches every day, and then I'm filming and then I'm making them and I'm like, Mallory, what the heck? But I'm literally so lazy right now, so I'm gonna throw some of this chicken that we have prepped onto here with some siete tortillas, a lot of avocado, and some veggies, and call it a day. I don't really want to cook anything, and this is the best thing that we have to not cook. And it sounds good. I wish I had some cheese though, because the quesadilla sounds bomb, but we don't have that. And I'm a little too lazy, and I just scared Milo. Also, who else just eats out of here? Or that's me. I've been finding too that the only meals that I can tolerate as warm meals are breakfast and lunch. Once it gets to dinner and even my snack later on in the day, I cannot. I'm gonna eat this really quick. And then it's time to actually start studying. I just got up my post for both accounts, and so that means that there's no technical reason for me to have to look at my phone, you know what I mean? So we're doing it. Okay, future RDs out there, I've got what you're asking for. I'm gonna do a little study breakdown. If you would not like to listen to this because you're not a future RD and not interested, here is the timestamp that you can skip to get to the next good stuff. So how I'm doing it is I'm using the Inman review as well as the Academy's like study prep. And I thought about buying Pocket Prep, but I've decided against it just because I'm not really on the go when I'm studying currently. Like, luckily I can just be here, so I'm just gonna do everything from home. But so the Inman is MP3s, and it is also like basically layouts like this, like a study guide. So it all comes in a little, you know, file, and you can print them out as you go. So what I've been doing is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've been studying, and how I do it is I listen to the MP3, I print this out, I highlight things that she says note on in pink, highlight things in blue that I feel like I need to work on, and then I write all over it anything that she says that is not on there, or anything that I think of. So once I get through the MP3, then I go through the questions. So there's practice quizzes for both 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 are combined. I started with 3 and 4 because I've heard that 3 and 4 is on the test the most. That could not be true, but it's management and food service. I'm also probably the worst at those two things. They're not intuitive like other stuff is, you know, it's like management styles and all this different stuff. And I'm currently going through those questions right now. So I finished those 3 MP3s, wrote all my notes. Now doing the questions, there's 349. So I've been doing those over the past 2 days. What I do is I go through, and I'm someone that does really, really well when I write things down. So I go through the question. If I miss it, I star it, I write it down, and then I go on to the next question, and then I'll go through all those questions I starred again at the end, and sometimes even note it in my packet too. So I've been having this latte. I got it from the grocery store downstairs. I used my mask. It's an oat milk latte. It's absolutely delicious. I also forgot to show you guys that I had 3 cookies, not 1, 3 of these fudgy cookies. I'll put a picture right here. Coincidentally, it's 3. They're super good no-bake recipes, so I had 3 of those. I was feeling really low blood sugar, so I had those almost right after my lunch because I'm just listening to my cravings. Honestly, my cravings with summer have been all over the place, guys. And so I've just been kind of going with what feels good. I think our hunger cues change a lot in summer with the heat, with everything going on. And so just don't stress too much about it. I literally just made a post today about how I had frozen toaster waffles like 2 days ago for dinner because that was the only thing that sounded good. And it curbed my cravings. It kept me full. I'm pretty sure I had 1 veggie that day, as I said in the post. But that's okay, you know, life is too short. We'll have veggies tomorrow. Cravings and things goes in ebbs and flows, and it is okay. So I'm gonna try to keep studying. I have an interview for someone, a possible trainer at 5 for F45 South Shore. To be honest, I've been a lot less productive today than I want, but I did get through all 350 of the questions, not today, but I finished up the questions. So I'm just gonna keep cranking on this next part now, listen to the MP3 and start taking some notes. What drew you to F45 in general and what makes you wanna get involved in it? Look who's here.
Hey.
Oh. What is my mustache doing? I honestly had someone tell me just the other day, Brian, that they wanted to see more of you within the vlogs and on my Instagram. And I was like, am I just
people what they want.
Am I just that good enough for you guys? Like, do you guys just follow me for Brian?
Let's be real. They follow
Should Brian be an influencer? LOL, just kidding. Like, it got so dark all of a sudden. You can't really tell.
If it rains again and we can't walk.
I think it is gonna rain again. I really do. Anyways, though, so yet again, I forgot to show you guys my snack. So what I had was some of this Brandy Oats granola. Honestly, really delicious. We found it at Sprouts. It was on sale with some milk. Well, that was actually my second. That was part 2 of the snack. My first snack was some banana and sun butter. I guess I don't need to show you guys that. I think you know what a banana and sun butter is. But now, what are we making?
Banza.
Okay.
And arugula. I don't remember what the noodle type is though.
What do you mean you don't remember the noodle type?
It was one of the weird ones. Oh, it's these.
What are we mixing into it though? Are we gonna do butter?
Casareche.
Oh.
Please someone tell me if I pronounce that right.
I'm pretty sure you didn't. Let's just...
Casarici?
Maybe.
Casarici?
Well, we're having that. I think we should mix butter and tahini and coconut aminos and nutritional yeast and salt.
Yes, but then arugula.
Yet again being horrible at this whole what I eat in a day thing, but I guess that's not the main focus of the video. But we just had that. Brian put exactly what I was saying on it. It's honestly so good, so you need to try your pasta that way. It actually is the best. And now we're just going on a walk. It's actually starting to rain on us, so we're just hoping it stays a little more casual. We always walk our little guy at this time because this is when he has like the most energy. So morning and night. I've honestly been having the weirdest day with my hunger. Like, I had dinner and we split the whole box, and then I had 3 bowls of Cheerios and I still feel hungry. So I don't know. I think right now for me it's a little bit of emotional eating. I feel like today I just wasn't feeling great, and emotional eating is okay. You know, if I'm so hungry when I get home and I eat something else, I'll just have something else. I think sometimes we demonize emotional eating and think about how it's such a bad thing, but actually a lot of the time it's just our body telling us we need a little energy. And we always think about energy and that we need it only because of what we're physically doing, but we actually need a lot of food mentally, and our energy is actually gone to our brain so much of the time. So just something to think about. So much of the time we think so negatively about that, as I said, and yet let's flip that script to make it more positive. Let's see, what do you think? Will it hold out for us?
We're good.
I don't know, we'll see. Look at how pretty. I hope it focuses on there. Yay. Isn't it funny how we all see sunsets, but every time you see a sunset, it's like the coolest thing ever?
Yeah, nothing will beat an Arizona sunset though.
That's not true. There's me though, he loves it too. So now, oh, there's Mr. Otis. Now we are actually getting ready for bed, even though I would like to just stay out here and look at this beautiful sunset. I'm gonna wash my face, and we were able to take Milo for a walk, as you saw, even though it did rain a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so I've been continuing with this little skincare routine, and I use the cleanser at night. That's the only difference, along with the spot treatment. Woo! Every time I walk into this bathroom, it's like, hello! So at night, I'm gonna use this little foam guy. It's a cleanser, and then as well as this little tea tree spot treatment. Please do ignore my hanging shirt. That's the one that I stained earlier with coffee, as you guys know. And then this is a spin brush from Vanity Planet. I can link it down below. I can also link some less expensive Amazon dupes. I got this on a massive sale. It was like 70% off or something crazy when I got it. So it was actually affordable. And that is going to wrap up our little day in the life, hangout, what I eat in a day, intuitive eating, RD exam, life chat, everything. I swear we just covered everything in this video, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, it would mean so much to me and support my channel so much if you gave it a thumbs up. Maybe even left a comment down below telling me what you liked about it, what you didn't. Just telling me how you are. I honestly means so much to me to get to chat with you guys down below or on Instagram at Mal's Big Kitchen. Wherever you guys want to reach out, I am there. I'm ready to chat. And if you did like this video, if you want to see more like this, definitely hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of other videos on my channel with a similar kind of feeling. So I hope that I see you guys back here soon. I loved hanging out with you guys today, and I will see you back here next Sunday. Bye.